What up, guys? This is Guido, the boss at Bout's Most Wanted Scammers. It is time for the monthly episode. This is number 20 for February of 2025. And again, I'm going to pick 10 questions or statements. And if I pick your question or statement, you will remain anonymous. But before we get down and dirty, if you're watching this on YouTube and if you're not a member of Bout's Most Wanted Scammers, go to Facebook, type in Bout's Most Wanted Scammers in the search bar, fill out all the questions, send a request, and update yourselves on yesterday's and today's Bout Scammers. 10 questions or statements. Let's get to it, guys. Question number 1. Guido, do you have an Instagram? I do not have an Instagram. I only have a Facebook, so you see any other accounts out there, let me know. Question number 2. Hey, mate, want to let you know that the Bout hobby needs more mates like you, keeping an eye on things. I appreciate what you do. Thank you. It's a hell of a compliment. I'm telling you guys that I actually love doing what I do, and I'm doing my part in keeping this hobby or making it better than what it is. So, but of course, we could use more help in this Bout hobby, more vigilantes, more heroes, let's say, in the Bout hobby, and reporting scammers, catching people, and etc., etc. So appreciate that comment, or I appreciate your statement, your comment, and I'm going to keep on doing this thing. All right, so question number 3. I joined your group about 2 months ago, and the amount of scammers you post is utterly outrageous. I cannot believe there are so many scammers out there. It's truly sickening and discouraging. I don't even want to collect belts. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, especially you guys that are new and trying to look for your first belts, and you're afraid to buy, you're afraid to, send some money to some stranger that you've never met. Just be careful, guys. There's a lot of red flags out there that you should see. A lot of things is common sense as well. But if you're unsure, ask me, ask people in the Bout hobby that's been in the Bout hobby for a while. Check out my group, check out other scammer groups, check out people that are in charge of Bout groups that are pretty active, and ask for opinions. Don't be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid to ask a lot of questions. After all, it's your money, and you're about to, or trying to send it to someone you don't even know. So ask around. All right. Question number 4. Gary Sutton is done with the Bout hobby. What is your thoughts? Gary Sutton. Well, you all know that Gary and I don't get along. And I know at one point we did, I was a member of Custom Made Crew, up until the point where I put one of his friends on blast by the name of Jermaine Floyd. That's right, the same guy that's the former creator at Championship Bout Brothers, and he got put on blast for scamming, and Gary Sutton didn't like that. He didn't like that I went back and basically dug up the old shit on Jermaine, and that's how me and Gary basically became enemies. But the story for Jermaine Floyd is a whole nother video on that thing. But when it comes down to Gary Sutton, though, I'm glad that he's done. He can move on. That's all I gotta say about it, man. I hope he's best of luck in his future endeavors. That's all I gotta say. All right, number 5, Josh Hammer steps down at Brothers of the Bout. Josh Hammer, another piece of shit, another scammer in the hobby. A lot of you know, without even... A lot of you know what's up with that one. Big time scammer. But apparently he's stepping down at Brothers of the Bout. Whatever. It's better he just leaves the hobby and all. Total, just... This guy needs to disappear. All right, number 6. Thanks for getting my belt back. I appreciate all of you done. It took 3 years to get this belt from this maker, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Yeah, man. So this particular case, 3 years. Took a long time. I had to work with the maker for the past 6 months. I finally got the belt back to the customer. Such a long time. It's unacceptable. The belt maker, I can't think of his name, but he got a file. He ended up getting a file for this thing, for this incident. And it's not the only person that he's done this before. He's done this with 2 other people. So, yeah, man, you know, I'm here to help out whoever that needs help. So I'm here for you guys. Hit me up if you guys need help. Let's see here. Question number 7. Did you hear Dan McMahon is charging $25 to $100 to admin or moderate his group? And I heard something like this. I had to ask more questions. And I think there was a video. I couldn't see or find the video, but supposedly a moderator made a video. Some moderator of one of the biggest bout groups out there today made a video and accused of Dan McMahon charging money to people to be moderators or admins of the group, $25 to $100 or some shit like that. And then it turned out to be that that's not true or something like that. I don't know. I don't have details on that, so I just heard this thing literally like yesterday, and I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. But I think that McMahon is denying that. So, that's it. Like, what else are we going to do? Question number 8. Dustin King fails to mail a belt on a date that he promised, and then he didn't respond to several messages for the customer. The customer ended up getting roasted by the belt hobby. You should check it out. So I checked this thing out. Again, another thing, I don't know what was going on. Check it out. So apparently a customer bought a belt from Dustin King, a guy that's known in the belt hobby. And then Dustin King said that he was going to mail the belt on a certain day. And then he didn't. He did not mail the belt when he said he was going to. And then there was, I guess, some ghosting going on. So then the customer thought that, well, he got worried that he's being scammed, I guess, is what my guess on that. And he decided to I guess, make a post or something like that, and to find out, what's going on, what's happening. And so apparently it backfired onto the customer. Everybody pretty much was, well, not everybody. I think, 90+% of the bout hobby was, shitting on the customer, saying that, well, he's not a scammer, because I think the customer labeled him as a scammer, or he's trying to scam me, or he scammed me, or something like that. And of course, people that know Dustin King went up to bat and protected him in that case. So the only thing that I could see wrong here is this, guys. Like, did Dustin King deliver when he said he was going to deliver? He failed. He technically did fail. But he has a pretty good and solid reputation that one can easily say that he's not going to scam this person. But then again, I've been known to say, right, in a lot of my videos, that there is people out there that's been in the game forever, and every now and then someone, ends up doing a scam, and it's someone that people wouldn't think that's, they are capable of scamming. So not that I'm saying that Dustin King is a guy that not that I'm saying that this guy is a scammer. It's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that anybody is basically how's that word? How you say that is basically anybody can be a scammer, guys. Anybody can be a scammer, and unfortunately, and we've seen that happen. Y'all that are members in my group, you guys seen guys out there that you guys wouldn't even think or believe that they will scam somebody, and yet they have. So I hope Dustin King takes care of this issue with the certain customer, and everybody can just move on from it. But if you put yourselves in the customer's footsteps, was he really wrong into being worried about his money, his bouts, when, well, he was promised a certain day that the bout was going to be shipped, and it wasn't? Then there was a little bit of a ghosting going on. One is going to think, shit, something's happening, right? So I can see that from the customer. I don't think that the customer deserve all that roasting. I don't know the customer personally myself. So again, I'm looking through this at a non-biased view here. Dustin King you should have said something. You should have, if you couldn't deliver on a day that you said you were going to, then you should have hit up the customer saying, hey, something popped up, and sorry, and that's it. I'm sure the customer would have been cool with it, but apparently you didn't say shit, and which led the customer to put a post out there about you, and well, shit ended up hitting the fan on that situation. So, but let that be a lesson, right, to all you guys out there, that if you guys make a promise to somebody to deliver whatever it is, follow through with your promise. And then if you can't because of whatever, then let the customer know, hey, something popped up, this and this happened, and then give them a new date. But don't let that also become a habit, because it's just not going to work out. So crazy situation on that. Again, anybody in the bout hobby, it doesn't matter, and I said this before many times, I'm saying it again, if you have a good solid reputation, you've been in the bout hobby forever, it doesn't mean that you're not capable of committing a scam. Anybody is capable of committing a scam. So but I think the situation is gonna be addressed, and I think the customer is gonna be okay on this situation. So question number 9. I seen your comments on the Andy Pena versus the Chucky Arab post, and I agree with you there. Unbelievable. So yeah, this thing. I don't want to get into deep with this fucking thing because it's like beating a dead horse. But Andy Pena, and then there's Chucky Arab. So basically, what happened here was Andy Pena was going to purchase, I guess, a belt from Chucky Arab. Then he ended up like chickening out. And then he said, okay, then let's go through with the deal. Then he backed out again. Then let's go through with the, there's a lot of back and forth thing here that's being done by Andy Pena, this kid in a hobby that, he's had a good reputation at one point, and then it went down to shit because of another incident that landed him to have a profile at Belt's Most Wanted Scammers because of he didn't deliver a stand for a belt, so technically it's scamming, right? Made him look like a scammer, but he eventually made things right after the fact. Ended up refunding the guy some money or some shit for that. But then he finds himself in another pickle in this situation, basically accusing Chucky Arab as a scammer. And then it turned out to be what? He was never a scammer. Things got delivered, and it was done and over with, to the point where Andy Pena himself had to do yet another apology video, for that situation. So it's ridiculous. This kid needs to stop it. He's just fucking up his own reputation and showing off his immaturity in this thing. He just needs to stop. For real, just stop. Just because a guy has a name of Chucky Arab does not mean that he's a scammer. Unfortunately, I know there's a lot of scammers out there that has weird names, but Chucky Arab apparently seems to be a real deal. So just because he's got a weird name doesn't mean that he's a scammer. It's going to take more than just a name to label somebody a scammer. This thing was funny. A scammer labeling somebody a scammer. Ain't that funny? Like, unbelievable. But anyways, moving on in that situation. I think that's what we got addressed, and now everything is cool and dandy. So, question number 10, this thing. Title Trove situation. A must talk Guido. Anyways, the situation with Title Trove and this guy by the name of Kyle Mues. However you pronounce the last name, I don't know, but this guy named Kyle Mues. This situation a few days ago popped up. Title Trove apparently is making this background backing for the big W logo belt, and the backing design is like this Roman Reigns design, Samoan design in the back, and apparently Drips Belts was the one that created that design. So this guy named Kyle Mues decided to label Title Trove as scammers because they are basically making that same design. So here's my thing with it, and I've commented on that post. Number one, Title Troves are not scammers for using or for making someone else's designs. Let's get that straight, Kyle. Every belt maker in the belt hobby right now every belt maker is stealing other belt makers' designs. There's no secrets on that. Whoever makes a winged eagle and they're not authorized to make a winged eagle, they're stealing Reggie Parks' designs. Okay? Whoever's making the big W, the big eagle, whoever's making, all these belts that other original makers, they already made it, they're licensed and all that stuff, copyrighted, they're stealing other people's designs. And unfortunately, in the belt hobby, that is okay, because most of us buy bootleg belts. So that is fine. That is okay. It's fair game, Kyle. You're not getting that. And you're still complaining and crying and bitching about it. You need to stop, man, because every maker is stealing other people's designs, ideas, creations, whatever you want to call it. It's being done over and over and over again. So kick rocks, Kyle. Kick rocks. And if anything, Drip should see that as a compliment. Drip's design was so good that other makers are going to go ahead and copy and do their own thing with it. That's fine. That's fine. It is what it is, guys. People are gonna look for it to get it cheaper, and they're gonna get it done. You can't stop that. So, Kyle, you got to stop crying. Stop your bitching already. This is the reality thing of the belt hobby, guy. Every maker out there is stealing someone else's shit. So it's happening. Even your favorite makers out there, it's happening. It's just, it is what it is. So, just stop. You're making yourself look like an idiot. You really are. So, all right, guys, that's 10 questions or statements on this thing. Tune in to next month, March, for Interrogation, episode number 21. Be safe out there. Again, careful with these scammers. They're everywhere. Become a member of Bout's Most Wanted Scammers and update yourselves. A lot of profiles out there is being updated on a daily basis. Daily basis, guys. A lot of scumbags out there that wants to take your money. So don't let it happen. All right, guys. Peace out.